crafters, it's Jen Evers from Quality Crafts, and today I'm going to put together a card. So I have all of this stuff that it came with, which is this paper, this fun stuff, I don't know what fiber that's called, a couple of brads, and then some strings. And I've gone ahead and started by cutting apart some stuff. I also had this metal embellishment piece that I cut in half. All I did was use an old pair of scissors, cut it down one side, flipped it around, cut it down the other side, and then I used a pair of these wire cutters to just snap the center. And then I wiggled it back and forth until it came apart. So that's how I got that apart. And then this is the image that I chose, and I colored that in. Isn't she cute? I think she's just totally adorable. So I have kind of an idea how I want this layout to go. Ooh, I didn't realize that the burlap had another side. How cool is that? I'm totally going to utilize that. Okay, but anyway, I want this piece to go right in the center. I'm going to start by laying that one down. By the way, the card opens like that. It's a long, skinny card. That is, looks like about 4 by 6. I'm just going to leave a little bit more space on the top than I do on the bottom. And then this is the piece that I want to go there. So I'm just going to make a mark here and cut this off. I'm hunting for my pencil. Here we go. I debated on whether to put this on fast forward or just do it slow-mo while I yak, and I just decided I would do it this way. Ooh, I hope I have enough there. So I want part of it to go on top and I want part of it to go on bottom, but I want it to finish covering. Oh yeah, she measured it out perfectly. That is awesome. This kit was sent to us by, hold on while I do this because I gotta get her name right, Tony Heron from Scrap Crazy. She's located in Australia, I believe. This is her card. Ooh, my camera like totally tilted. I might do that again, I'm not sure. This is her card, isn't it cute? The little button. Okay. I really like this white side. That's so cool. I don't remember seeing that. Alright. I know for sure I want her to go in the middle. Oh, that white is a nice contrast. I was a little worried about my pieces showing up vividly enough. And I'm going to incorporate these pieces here. That looks really neat. I never really gave much thought as to how I was going to put that down. But let's try just spattering some of this on here. This might work. This is just my regular Aleene's tacky glue, and it dries clear. And hopefully that'll be enough to just keep it in place. I might use a little bit of glue, hot glue, so maybe if things are not staying where I want them, I can always add some of that. See? We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I have kind of an idea for how I want this to look, but I do not have the whole thing planned out. And I think that I'm going to want to do the corners of this a little bit rounded. So I've got this really fun Zetter that does these teeny tiny rounded corners. See how little that is? So it's just 1/4 of an inch, it says. It's not the big 1/2 inch, so it's This is a really subtle curve. I like that. I use this one quite a bit. That made a lot of difference. I like the way that looks. So let's glue her down. Well, I'm going to put the glue towards the inside so that the edges can be flappy so I can tuck stuff underneath. Because I have a plan for part of some of these little parts that I want to go in here. So I want these pieces to go down. I think I'm going to have to hot glue those. So let's put some hot glue on there. Hopefully it won't all come oozing out and we see it. I want that to tuck under the edge there. Just because when I cut it, it has kind of a sharp edge or whatever, and I don't want it to accidentally snag on somebody. That would really, really stink. I don't know if I'm going to be mailing this or not, but just for safety, that'll help. Oh, oh, oh. Put a little bit on my finger. I don't use low temp glue guns. I always use the hot temp. I don't know why. Just never bought one. Okay. So see how they rest under there and give that an extra cute little look. I like that. And then I'm going to incorporate these little guys on where there used to be a little round center in there. On that piece, I'm going to incorporate these. I snipped off the back. I think I said that. But if I didn't, I just used this little wire cutter and I snipped the arms off the brad in the back, and I'm going to put those right there. Right on top of those like that. So I want enough glue that it's going to hold that on, because they're quite dimensional. But not so much that it's going to leak right out the sides and show. And then one right here. Perfect. Now I have some string that I have to decide what I'm going to do with. If I'm going to wrap it around the card. I'm thinking that would look pretty. I could only wrap it around once. That'll be okay. Or I could wrap it around right on across the top here. That'd be okay too. I think I'm going to do that. Just going to double tie it right in a knot so it stays. I'm not even going to try to do a fancy bow with that or anything. But then the strings will hopefully just fall down this way. Yeah. Okay. And then maybe I'll make a little bow with this guy. And I can attach it at the same spot so it looks like there was a bow there. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Ouch, ouch. Yeah, right on that spot. Good deal. So that's cute. Now it looks like a little bow that's got two sets of strings that hang down. I'm just going to let those, you know, hang down hairy-nary. That's nice. It looks cool. There is, let's see, I can add 2 more embellishments. I still have this piece, so I could put that on the inside. she's not really popping like I hope she would. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the tricks that I learned from a lot of the people online who do Copic coloring. And that is to put a little bit of blue around the edge of the picture itself. Like a light blue, kind of a shadow effect. All the way around. Which I wish I would have thought of before I glued her down, but it's still completely doable. I don't have Copics, so I do a lot of painting with ink and this water brush. That's how I get my color on. And it gives it a kind of a Copic look, and it's just what I'm used to. I just played around with it until I got the look that I wanted. It's not that I don't like the Copics, I really do, but I just can't afford $6 or $7 or even $5 a marker, especially when you need like how many in one color family just to blend, like usually 3. It's outrageous. We don't all have that kind of money. But that looks cool. That brought her out quite a bit. I like it. I'm gonna root around in my mess here and see if I can find 2 other little embellishments that I want to add to this. And then it'll have to be done. Okay, I picked 2 more embellishments that I want to use. I'm going to use this flower, which I cut in half because I'm going to separate. I'm going to put a little on the top and a little on the bottom. And then I took my ink and my water brush and I just inked some of the pink color on so that they would match the pink flowers in her hair. So I'm just going to do that to this one too, because this one will be on the top. And then this is the other one. It's a little leaf charm, and I add that too. So now I am glad that I left these edges. Yeah, I always end up tucking stuff underneath when I want to add them later. Oh no, I touched that with my pink. A little pink dot there now. Might have to find a way to incorporate that. And I'll do a little bit on the top. I think I'm just going to slide this bow down because I'm never going to get that on there without gluing everything up. Okay. And then right where that bow sits, where those little knots are, that's where I'm going to put this little holy part, because then it'll stick to the bottom and keep the knot in place too. Hopefully the whole thing will just stay in that one spot. I also did cut down these, the little ribbon hanging, the little bow parts. I chopped them shorter because they were hanging into her flower and you couldn't really see it. So there. The card itself turned out kind of cute, I think. So thanks for the challenge, Tony, because this is super cute. I'm not going to do it on camera, but I'm definitely going to add just a white panel so that I can put notes inside, and then a little bit of this to go with it so that it matches the outside. I might cut it into a heart shape and add it in there in the center. So that's my card. Thanks for watching.